Evil Dead Regeneration is a third-person brawler developed by Cranky Pants Games and published by THQ in 2005. This is the third and last Evil Dead game that was released by THQ.
Cranky Pants Games.
Who's the frickin' genius who came up with that name?
If you love the Evil Dead license and enjoyed the challenge of playing Evil Dead Hail to the King and the battle mechanics of a fistful of boomstick, then bear down, because this game took both of those concepts and threw them in an incinerator after taking a massive shit on them first. Plot of the game has no tie-in to either past games, or the Evil Dead movies for that matter. The beginning of the game looks like it takes place mid-Evil Dead 2, Dead by Dawn, as Ash begins to lose his mind at the realization that he is trapped. But, instead of going on with what would have probably been a way better game, playing through the events of the second movie, it breaks into a whole nother reality, where Ash is blamed and convicted for the death of his friends and deemed insane. And then he is sent to the Sunnyside Asylum, which, according to the map, is conveniently a couple miles from the cabin. Ash is waiting to get an appeal when he discovers that the warden of the asylum has Professor Nobi's diary. Then it is revealed that the warden has been using the Necronomicon to perform gruesome experiments on the patients, and in a failed attempt to read the book, unleash the Deadites onto the world. It's up to Ash and his midget Deadite counterpart Sam, who is voiced by Sam Raimi's brother, Ted Raimi, to get the book back and stop the warden from exterminating the Earth.
Such craftsmanship, so diabolically beautiful. Necronomicon ex mortis. Fate brought you to me, but it is destiny and my own brilliance that will allow us to reshape the world. It is time to release the power of the dead!
Not a very original story. In fact, it's actually almost the same story from A Fistful of Boomstick, when Eldritch took the book to do the same exact thing. The mechanics of the game are simplistic at best. This game is a brawler for the most part, meaning there is no strategy involved. Just shoot and melee over and over again. You will throughout the game obtain different weapons and attachments to replace the chainsaw, but you will ultimately still be grinding away. Sounds easy, right? Well, to make it even more easy, because the developers obviously thought you as the gamer are too dumb to be able to beat a game that requires you to do more than push 2 buttons at once, ammo is unlimited. Yes, no more ammo collection. And when you take damage from an enemy, it barely hurts you. And to top it off, there are health bars that increase your health every level, so no matter what, you are never challenged. Do you remember Ash being able to control himself from turning into Evil Ash in the second movie? Neither do I. Also, wasn't Evil Ash the main villain in Hail to the King? In this game, there is a rage meter, an idea taken directly from the Suffering when Torque turns into his alter ego. Ash will turn into the roided out version of Evil Ash and be able to essentially kill everything in a matter of seconds, even boss enemies. The level designs are barebone and linear, so much so that it's not even funny. If you think that there's going to be any sort of open exploration like there was in the past two games, you are very wrong. The game levels are set up room to room, meaning go into one room, kill 10 enemies, and then go into the next room and repeat.
You want some?
To make things even more apparent that the level designers gave no fucks, is you will see so much stuff copy and pasted from other games not even owned by THQ. Two examples of this are, first example, the Asylum is almost identical to the prison level in the game The Suffering that came out in 2004 and published by Midway. The other example is the face model for the main evil character, the Warden, is identical from the main evil boss from Doom 3, also released in 2004 and published by Activision. The Suffering? I just said it, The Suffering!
So diabolically beautiful.
Hey, that guy's in fucking Doom 3.
Fate brought you to me, but it is
It's the same exact character face model.
That will allow us to reshape the world.
Evil Dead Regeneration came out in 2005, and while I have no problems with developers being inspired by other games and wanting to make something just like that, don't just copy and paste things and expect us to think the game is good because of it. One thing that drove me crazy throughout the game as well is if you remember near the end of the movie Evil Dead 2, the Soul Eater appears, and Ash shoves his chainsaw through its eye before being sucked through the portal. Well, in this game, the Soul Eater is back, and Ash treats it like a pet dog? You will need to do this every level. Collect 3 souls by having Sam take them in his body, protect Sam on his way back to the Soul Eater, then punt Sam into the mouth in order to progress to the next level.
Guarding the catacombs before you is a Soul Eater. To pass through, Sam must gather 3 imprisoned spirits as an offering. Once fed, the beast will slumber, allowing you to pass.
Okay, so what you're saying is feed Peepers his sleepy treats and sneak past while he's snoozing?
This game was painful to play, and also the game is broken. I got to the shipyard, and in order to progress, you need a big deadite troll thing to smash the fence. But the deadite never appeared in the level for some reason. I tried getting killed, I tried restarting the level, and nothing worked. So I was fucked, and could do nothing to progress. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give Evil Dead Regeneration a 3. The game is a giant mess and makes the rebooted Splatterhouse game look good. I ask why. Why would you make this game so bad when you had so many possibilities you could have taken it? But you decided just regurgitating the annoying parts from the past games and some copy and paste work would be enough, like we the gamers and the fans were not even worth a little time and effort. I was excited to try this game and did no research on it beforehand, and from the title screen I had high hopes, but 10 minutes later you will want to put the game down and never touch it again. The only part I found enjoyable was killing Sam numerous ways because he is so annoying. He will repeat his unfunny dialogue over and over again, so all you'll want to do is kill him.
Oh, it's a 3-pointer. Well, saving the world ain't easy, is it?
There needs to be a new Evil Dead game made. One that respects the fans and treats the gamers playing it with more respect and knowing we have more intelligence than a festering turd coming out of a Soul Eater's ass.
If you say one word,
If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe.
Groovy.